Hey, we're Murder by Death, and you're watching NewBandTV.com. Yeah, it's originally a Neil Simon play, and they turned it into a movie. And we wanted a name that was both dark and funny. Doesn't make any sense. And because we kind of looked at our music that way, where some of the songs are so dramatic and over-the-top dark with the themes, that we thought it'd be nice to have a little sense of humor injected in there. Well, the latest album, In Boca al Lupo, is it was an idea that of Sarah's, I think, to use the Dante's Inferno as a reference point for writing an album about sin and hell. And so we read that and we sort of outlined, you know, what are the people doing, people who are in hell in Dante's book. Why are they there? And so we try to write songs about people who are, we're all sinners. And so, you know, it's this dark album. That came about that way. Our last album, Who'll Survive, we had written a song about zombies, and we wanted to just do a really dark, over-the-top album. And then I wrote the introduction to the album, which is the story of the devil getting shot in the back in a bar fight in Mexico. And that just suddenly, I realized when that song was finished that there was much more to the story, and so we just filled it in.
Yeah, the rest of the songs really just came as afterthoughts. You know, we start at this, you know, at this first song in this bar, and then, you know, and then what happens, and then what happens, and I think it helps us write a lot when we have structure, and, you know, like the structure of Dante's Inferno was really helpful for us to have just a starting point and some guidelines and some themes.
And you want each album to have its own feeling, you know, whereas Who'll Survive was based around developing the story, what happens next. The latest album is the opposite, whereas, you know, how do we write a song about someone else? How do we make the song unique from a different, you know, from a different song or a different album? Mm-hmm. And but that's still structure. By having, you know, those rules, they can't be the same style song as the one previous to it.
Just, yeah, the concept deal just kind of, I mean, when you have a focus and it just kind of like, it sets up the box for it, and then you just, you know, you fill it up from there. But it at least kind of tells you like what kind of room you have to work with.
I'm working on, I've written a couple songs for the next one, and it's going to be more of one giant story, and musically, you know, still, you know, I've only written a few songs, so I can't say yet which direction we're going to go. We like to have each album be different, you know, at least you know, have new kinds of songs and try different approaches to songwriting. So I'm excited.
Well, it's a small college town, really. None of us are from there, but met at school there, and then dropped out to play music. But I guess
Bloomington's a funny place. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, we're recognized there, you know, just by our friends. I mean,
The more popular we get outside of town, like
the more people
the
don't
more
seem to
people,
know.
they're just kind of like, I mean, the shows are really good there, but it's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
there's no fawning, you know, that we're like these,
We're definitely not famous in Bloomington.
Yeah.
It's like
everyone knows of us and knows that we're out there touring, but a lot of people don't know much about us.
Yeah.
You know, I think they either think that we're way bigger than we are or way smaller than we are. Like,
Yeah.
they just, it's kind of this, it's a really cool town. So people are very, I think, aloof about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want us
Which I
to know
prefer.
that they know or something like that.
Which I prefer, because then we could just go out to the bars all the time and just
It makes
hang
it
out
really
and have a normal
comfortable,
night.
yeah, to be at home. It's you never feel like you're being watched.
I wouldn't
or
want to have to
anything.
like hide in my own hometown. So honestly, it's pretty ideal.
Yeah, it's never like weird or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like if I'm home, there's one bar that I always go to and hang out. I pretty much know everybody there anyway, so it's not, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
well, tell us
Yeah.
all the funny things that happen. Cool, let's drink some more beers. It's like it's not.
Right.
Sit outside the windows, peering in.
Yeah, there's not
Right,
any like
right.
creepy attention or anything.
I'll take
We're
it.
lucky to not have the screaming young girl fans or anything.
Yeah.